Consequences. I work in a regional licensing office. 8 desks, fluorescent lights, appointments booked weeks ahead. Most of the team has been there longer than I have. They move slowly. They do not enjoy training. 2 new hires arrived. I was assigned one of them. His name was Daniel. 30, confident, talkative. We connected quickly. Same immigrant background, same habit of filling silence. At first, he seemed eager. Then I noticed a pattern. He treated appointment times like suggestions. 2 minutes late, 3 minutes late, laughing as he walked in. I reminded him gently, then firmly. He apologized, repeatedly. It continued. One afternoon, he was shadowing me. Returned from lunch 10 minutes into the appointment, asked if he could join. I said, "Not this one." He nodded, said it wouldn't happen again. It did. The day he was meant to handle clients alone, after lunch, his first slot was 2:10. I repeated it twice. At 2:05, I was ready. At 2:10, he was gone. At 2:12, he walked in, chatting, smiling, asking about my weekend. I said, "Your client is waiting." He laughed, said, "What are you going to do? Cut my pay for 2 minutes?" He opened the file, rushed, called the name aloud. No one approached. Instead, a woman at another desk looked confused. The note at the top of the file read "Virtual Appointment," bold letters. He turned to me, asked if he should mark "no-show." I asked, "Did you read the note?" He stared at the screen. Silence. I said, "Preparation starts before the clock." He raised his voice, said, "I was talking to management. Am I not allowed to speak to management?" I left the desk, went to the supervisor, explained what happened. She said they had not spoken that afternoon, asked me to document everything. He was still on probation. I wrote it. We kept distance after that. Polite, careful. I noticed small things. A comment about my compliment to another coworker, too sharp for a joke. A board game in the break room. He lost, blamed the tone of advice. Then another colleague mentioned an issue. Daniel had been processing forms incorrectly. Told to adjust, he argued, said he didn't like the feedback, said he would continue his way. The supervisor listened, said, "That simplifies my decision." I did not celebrate. I did not interfere. Training is guidance, not rescue. If someone refuses to read the note, refuses to prepare, refuses to listen, there is nothing left to correct. Stepping back is not sabotage, it is consequence. Consequences do not always arrive from strangers. Sometimes they come from the people who stop protecting you. Not every fallout is loud. The next one was quieter. He thought loyalty meant silence. He was wrong. The next consequence wasn't about friendship, it was about accountability. I didn't expect the next lesson to cost more, but it did.
I reporting my friend. I am 37. I manage a logistics branch in a port city. My husband, Elias, works in the same company. Years ago, we worked overseas with a colleague, Adrian. He was charismatic, emotional, always in crisis. We moved countries, built something stable. 2 kids, a rented townhouse, predictable routine. Then Adrian's mother called, crying, saying he was spiraling, saying he might hurt himself because of a breakup. We called him, spoke for hours, convinced him to relocate, start over, live with us, share rent, find work. He agreed. When he arrived, he had no savings. He had spent it on an engagement ring for the woman who cheated on him. We said nothing. He found part-time work, 3 shifts a week, barely enough to cover toiletries. We covered the rest. We sponsored his permit, used our reputation, promised management he was reliable. I became his supervisor. The complaints began. Late arrivals, missed steps, 2 female co-workers reporting inappropriate comments. I defended him, repeatedly. At home, he argued, said I treated him like an employee, not a friend. He was still sending money to his ex, trying to bring her here. Then I learned he had taken a second job, unauthorized, against visa conditions, using a borrowed tax number. He came to work tired, sloppy, short-tempered. When confronted, he said he needed the money for electronics, a childhood dream. He owed us rent, owed his mother the plane ticket. Management escalated, asked direct questions. I told the truth about the side job, about the permit violation. Immigration sent a letter. Review. Possible deportation. He was stunned. His mother called again. This time, not asking for help, but asking why. I have replayed it many times. Did I betray him, or did I stop protecting him? Friendship is not immunity. Sponsorship is not cover. He knew the rules. He chose differently. I did not invent the consequences. I stepped out of the way.